Ser independiente no es nada fácil y tú lo has logrado con esfuerzo.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. The one watching this video. Do you remember this commercial? Maybe you don't. Maybe you're not from Culiacan, or maybe you're under 15 years old. But there was a time when we made history. Independent candidates proved that everything didn't have to depend on political parties. We left behind parties that had promised for years to serve the people, but ended up serving themselves. And today, in 2026, many of those parties are worse than ever. The question is, have we learned our lesson yet?
Tú que luchas duro para sacar a tu familia adelante. Tú que estás en contra de la corrupción porque eres honesto. Por eso, voto por ti.
The most important thing is talking to the people. In their culture, they asked us, "Why are you only showing up now?" We told them we weren't campaigning every single year like those parasites. But here in Mexico, it matters a lot that you visit people because they feel lonely. Even if you're a thief, a criminal, or from Morena, these bastards need someone to talk to. Anyway, we did everything we could to convince them. The first time we won with Manuel Clauthier. The second time we ran with Miguel Taniyama and came within a hair of winning. Because people have a lot of energy, and the first thing they yell is, "Go for it." But that same people will only go vote. They're not going to watch a polling station on election day, and they sure as hell won't join you on any campaign trail. In Sinaloa, I don't know. These people have hit rock bottom. Throw them a bag of dog food, and they feel grateful, even if the rest of the year they starve, get their relatives killed or destroyed. They only think about the day of the trade, election day. Everything else can go fuck itself. Sometimes we choose to fight against the current. We know the road is difficult, that we don't always have enough strength, and that no one may come to rescue us. But at least we're fighting. Because standing still and waiting for everything to pass is also a choice. And while some would rather wait to sink, we'd rather keep swimming, even if we have to swim against the current. Let's see what the fuck we catch. Personally, I don't give a shit if they catch anything. I just want to film. Maybe you catch something, maybe you don't. But having fun after a street fight is more than deserved. Even if that bitter piece of shit that the old rat Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador injected into us says otherwise. They're about to rot behind bars. And not because of Mexico's worthless justice system or the protests of these useless parties, but because of Donald Trump. That's why I don't understand why so many people still refuse to open their eyes. We call ourselves the independents, these stubborn oxes. The parties disgusted us to the core. Every single one of them pays tribute to the PRI, plays the exact same dirty game, follows the same rules, and is a perfect copy of the same garbage. Better to open up like a clam and do our own thing. We tried it the first time, and we won. We were the first independents in the Federation. Hell, the independent figure itself was born right here. It's 1,000 times better to do our own thing than to go around licking the ass of these shitty parties. We walked the streets without a single peso from the taxpayers. Some idiots thought we were crazy because their bullshit analysis always repeats the same line. It can't be done.
¿Qué hacen en el área de crédito aquí en los centros telefónicos? Estamos jodidos en el gobierno porque todo el mundo es un especialista en decir cómo no. En el gobierno tú pones una idea en la mesa y todo el mundo te dice por qué no. Es más, de hacer un trámite y te van a salir todos así de las alcantarillas, sale la gente a decirte por qué no se puede. ¿Qué tenemos que empezar nosotros a tener claro? Que sí se puede. Esa es la idea que les quisiera dejar yo hoy. No abuso del tiempo de ustedes, pero quisiera que quedara clara una sola idea. Sí se puede. Créansela. ¿Vale? Muchas gracias.
And Henry doesn't mind if he doesn't make it soon. He's got a daytime job, he's doing alright.
2027 is coming fast, and I don't see a single thing changing. There are plenty of disillusioned people, but they're not the majority. Or the poorest ones, the ones losing family and friends to the narco state. Maybe they already think this shit is normal. And they're half right. When the PRI was in power, they were already in bed with the cartels. But today we're worse. That absent motherfucker Rocha Moya let his campaign sponsors kidnap and threaten people on top of sucking money from the narco. Now the PRI people say the student has surpassed the master. A lot of the ones who are going to run with the PRI were deep with the cartels. Hell, they're compadres with those sons of bitches. They justify their little hobby and even listen to their corridos about how brave they are, when in reality they just pay the guy who writes that bullshit for them.
I hear the drums echoing tonight, but she hears only whispers of some quiet conversation.
In this group of independents, we sometimes look at the mess and decide whether to jump in or not. Because the politicians never really dedicated themselves to being politicians, and the parties even less. That's why those of us who actually work have to get involved. They're fucking with our businesses and the economy. Don't forget, the parties are just a bunch of bureaucrats living off our money. The corruption and impunity in this country are their fault. Now, the King Moreno went too fucking far, and we don't want another party to surpass them, because we're sailing straight toward becoming a piece of shit Cuba. And don't just say you're going to support us, because support isn't some fucking shitty smile. It's not just about casting a vote. It's about demanding, participating, and protecting a fucking polling station. Or are you going to keep letting this fucking government screw you over? I'm Camel Filmmaker, and I make documentaries.
This is what you get.